In this episode, I'm going to teach you whether or not it's possible to take your toes from turning out during your squat to turning a little bit more straightforward with some mobility exercises.
I want you to have the capability to fully move the way your body was designed to, right?
Jump of the head, I'll take you back to where my problems lie. In trouble, young adult, I done some that made my mama cry. Out to the heavens like I bless him, for I know he's lost. Caught in a trance and this manic depression settled in. Living in the fantasy world.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Dr. Horschig from SquatUniversity, and this is episode 40 of the Ask Squat U Show. Hope you guys are having a great week so far and your training's going well. Let's get to today's question.
G:2018 writes, SquatUniversity, is it possible to go from a feet pointed outwards to a feet pointed forwards by doing some mobility exercises?
All right, so today's topic is on whether or not we can change our toe position during your squat with some mobility exercises. Now, first, let's talk about the requirements for a squat. Most people, when we teach a squat, we want a relatively straightforward foot. Now, with the bodyweight squat, that's about a 8-degree toe out angle, and with a barbell on our back, it's okay to turn it out a little bit more. It's going to improve our stability and allow us to get into great positions. However, most people should not have a very excessive toe out angle. What that's going to do is hinder your ability to produce good technique and lead to a greater inclination for some movement problems like a knee cave. However, some people will naturally have to have their toes turned out to the side, and it's because of anatomy. Now, before we jump into screening mobility and what that's going to look like to improve those areas, let's first look and screen your body to see if you have a different type of anatomy that you won't find in most textbooks. Here's how you're going to do that.
Start by laying on your stomach. Have a friend take their hand and feel for the lateral bony part of your femur that sticks out. This is called your greater trochanter, and you should be able to feel it on most people. While rotating the foot in and out, stop the foot at the point this bone is most lateral into your hand. Most people will end up with a foot that's slightly out to the side. However, if your foot ended up way out to the side or even back in towards the body, it means you don't have normal textbook anatomy, and it is normal for you to squat with a slightly different type of stance.
Now, if you found during Craig's test that you have femoral or acetabular retroversion, that means that it's normal, at least in part, for your body to have a little bit more of a toe out angle when you squat, and that's normal. No amount of mobility work will allow you, when you have that type of anatomy, to have a perfectly straightforward foot squat. However, don't hang your hat only on that fact, because I think a lot of people haven't reached their potential with mobility work to improve their technique. So what we're going to work on today is work on ankle and hip mobility. I want to show you 2 ways that you can improve on those areas that can help you get a little bit more of a straightforward foot squat. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfectly straightforward, but if we can limit the excessive toe out angle and come a little bit more straightforward, it's going to allow us to get into better positions, have more efficient technique as far as our power generation goes, and limit the potential for excessive knee cave or other problems with our squat. Limited ankle mobility and limited hip internal rotation are the 2 factors that cause our feet to turn out to the side. So let's dive into both of those. Start with ankle mobility. All right, now I've shown this test many times before. This is the 5-inch wall test. This is how you screen your body to find out if you have limited ankle mobility. Find a wall, put your foot 5 inches from that wall. Now, if you don't have a ruler, fist with an extended thumb. That's going to be about 5 inches. Drive your knee towards the wall. Can you touch your knee to the wall without your heel popping up? If not, that means that you have limited ankle mobility, and that's going to dictate what you do next. If you have a pinch or block sensation that's limiting your knee going forward, you need to do banded joint mobilizations. If you have stiffness in the back, you need to do foam rolling and stretching in order to improve those areas. But improving ankle mobility and our ability for the knee to go further forward over the toes will allow you to have a little bit more of a straightforward foot squat, because if you cannot let this motion happen, your feet will naturally spin out to the side as you squat as a compensation. So let's go over quickly those ankle mobility drills. All right, so I've got a band attached to the rig. We're going to put the foot in the band. You want this band to be on top of your talus bone, so it's going to be under the big ankle bones that stick out to the side. We're going to get a lot of pressure on it, and from here, I'm going to drive my knee forward over my toe. Now, this is only to be used if you have a pinch or block sensation in the front side of your ankle. If you don't feel anything there, you don't need to do this. This is only to improve joint mobility. So, band on the top of the foot. It's underneath my big ankle bone that sticks out. If it's up high, like that, you're not fixing your joint in a way that's going to improve your ankle mobility. So, top of my foot, drive the knee forward, 3 to 5 second hold, come back. I want you to do about 20 of those, retest that 5-inch wall test, and see if you were able to decrease that pinch sensation in the front of the ankle. That's gonna let you know if this mobilization is right for your body. All right, next, here's how you're gonna do a stretch for the calf muscles on the backside. Remember, this is if you could not drive your knee over your toe. This is how you're gonna stretch the muscles on the backside. Find a bench, put your foot on the bench, drive your knee over the toe. Now, if you had a pinch sensation in the front side of your ankle, do the banded joint mobilization first and then come do this. So over the toe, hold for about 10 seconds and back. I want you to do about 10 of these, and then again, recheck that 5-inch wall test to find out if that was right for your body. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is test your internal versus external rotation. Now, it's a little tough to do on your own, but here's how you can do a simple assessment. External rotation is going out to the side, where internal rotation is going out this way. Now, if you had very little internal rotation or ability to go out to the side like that, it's showing that that may be a reason why your toes spin out to the side or have to be out to the side at an angle whenever you squat. If you have that problem, here's a simple way to improve it with the W stretch. You're gonna lay on your back, knees are gonna be wide, and you're gonna let one knee come in like this. Now you're gonna feel a really good stretch in the outside part of your hip, and you're gonna hold that for 10 seconds. You can even do one leg on top and pull that in till you feel a really good stretch right there. But again, 10 for 10 seconds on each side till you feel a really good stretch. Jump on up, retest your squat to see if that was better for your body at improving your ability to squat with a little bit more of a straightforward foot. All right, everybody, so there you go. There's the 2 ways that you can improve your ability, if it is possible, with mobility work to get your feet a little bit more straightforward whenever you squat. Ankle mobility and hip internal rotation. Now, again, if you work on those and you still cannot see any progress, it's very possible that it's because of your anatomy, and that's okay. Not everyone's gonna have that perfect straightforward foot squat. So, I hope you guys liked today's show. Today's question of the day is, how long does it take you to warm up before, let's just say, a regular squat session? For most people, I usually like about that 10 to 15 minutes, but are you shorter than that? Or are you much longer than that? Let me know in the comments section below. Again, thank you so much for watching today's Ask Squat You show. I hope you got a lot out of it. Let me know if you have any questions that I can help with in the future. Keep on sharing the show with your friends, and I hope you subscribe to the channel as well. Till next week, guys, happy squatting.
Hometown hero on the road doing shows and sold out arenas. You can call me what you want, but you won't ever slow my dreams up. This is the vision of a dreamer. I seem to